thank you for joining me today. My name is Myra Moore with Moore Football LLC. Joining me today is wide receiver Lamarcus Caradine out of Belhaven University. Marcus, thank you so much for being here today. So let's chat. Let's get to know you, find out how is it going, where you're at. You know, draft is right around the corner. But first, give me a little bit of basic information about you as far as your weight and your height and any other positions that you may have played.
First off, I'm 5'11", 187 pounds, and I play wide receiver. I can play special teams and any other position that they need me to. Nice.
So how are things going for you right now? I know with the lockdown, everybody's kind of like, but what have you been up to?
I just been continue to work out and run and do the things that's necessary to stay in shape. Just in case I end up getting a phone call from a team, I want to be in shape and I want to be in the best position I can be in.
Yeah, that's major, especially right now, because I think that's what it could be it's a win-lose. It's a silver lining as long as you're doing it right? Which is during this time that everybody's kind of off and on lockdown is that you continue training and eating right, because that's major. As far as I know pro days were canceled, but were you able to do any type of testing or anything like that as far as your 40?
I actually attended the National Scouting Combine in Indianapolis.
Oh, sweet.
And so I was able to get verified numbers from there. And so I did pretty good, and everything. So
can you share some with us?
Ma'am?
Can you share some with us?
Yes, ma'am. For my vertical, I had jumped 36. For my 40, I think 40 was a 4.6 flat. I'm trying to think of the other ones. So bench press, I had got at 12 reps on bench press, and so I did fairly good on every drill that we did there. We did catching drills and other type of drills just to see our athleticism and to see where we were as a football player.
Yeah, especially in your agility. Being a wide receiver, that's major, right? You need to be quick and fast and agile, so that's amazing. Well, I'm glad you were able to have that, because I know a lot of guys, so many was canceled, and right now the MFE one is pushed out to June, so it's tough all around. What's keeping you motivated? And especially right now with uncertain times, we don't know if football is gonna, happen on schedule or in October, if they're gonna push it back. I mean, we're just kind of waiting. So what's keeping you motivated to get to your next, your dream?
Well, I've always been an underdog, no matter where I've been. Coming out of high school, only had one offer, and so when I attended Belhaven, I was already motivated in myself to be the best player I could be, because I wanted to prove to myself, not only the people around me, that I could be a legitimate player. Okay. And my father is also a big motivation in my life, and he just keeps me going every day. He keeps my head in the game at all times, no matter if it's football, if it's life, anything. He just keeps me motivated.
And that sometimes is the biggest motivator you need. And your dad, I assume, is your rock, and that's all we need, right? That's amazing. Yes, so do you have anything in the works as far as any, tryouts, combines, or anything like that, maybe pre-scheduled for ahead of time?
Not at the moment.
It's just waiting. No. Everybody's just waiting right now. Yes, I figured I'd ask, because I know a majority of the teams nobody can really move anywhere or go do anything, so it's kind of just a waiting. But hopefully one of these days when I do ask, there's going to be something scheduled in June. We're hoping. Yes. We'll see. So describe the strength for me.
Now, you repeat that?
Can you describe a strength that you display?
Yes, ma'am. I'm very competitive. I always want to be the best at anything that I'm doing. It don't matter where it is. I could be digging a ditch, and I just want to be the best person at doing it. I will always try. I always strive for perfection.
That's good. That's a good thing to have, though, especially because Football's a competitive sport. Everybody wants to win. That's why we watch it and why teams play. And describe a weakness for me.
I could sometimes be over competitive. Like I could be, yeah. I could really. I put a lot on myself at times, and I don't sit back and think about like all the things that I achieved. I'm always on to the next thing. Like I never congratulate myself sometimes, or I never give myself enough credit. I always think I need to do more, and so I push myself sometimes over the limit.
It can be a bad thing, but it is it's a good thing too. So that's a good weakness to have. So I have to ask this question because I like to throw this one in there, especially because understanding coaches, scouts, they see thousands of men coming up and wanting to be there to get a spot on their team and all of that good stuff. If they were to a coach today were to come up to you, offer you a spot, but they ask you one question, and that is, what makes you different? What makes you different from the next guy? What would you bring that is better than the next wide receiver? Why should we choose you? What would you say?
Well, first off, I'll let them know that I'm a passionate competitor. I think at times in your life, no matter if it's football or if it's life, you're gonna hit a low point in your life. And I've always been an underdog, no matter where I've been or what I've been doing. And so I will always bring that, like I have a chip on my shoulder. So I'm always gonna push forward. I'm always gonna push, no matter what the obstacles is. I might hit a low point, but I will show great resiliency, and I will continue to push forward at any moment, anytime during the game, anytime that you need me. I will continue to push and be the best player I can be to help out the team.
Well, there you have it. It's Marcus, everybody. Take a look at his film. I have it attached to this post as well. Be sure to retweet. We need to get these guys, as much as looks as we can, especially with the draft coming up, and everybody's we're just waiting. So I want to thank you so much for being here with me. Anything else before we wrap up and go?
No, ma'am. That's it.
Well, there you guys have it. Wide receiver Marcus. Retweet. Take a look at the full video on More Football on YouTube. Also, Twitter, of course, More Football. Other than that, thank you all. You guys have a great one.